Warriors, rise! As you're worried about cryptocurrency collapsing and the whole system collapsing, which it probably will, there's trillions of dollars waiting to come into cryptocurrency. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind, and what gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, Warriors, we're going to kick it off first by letting you know we have 13 days left until we all launch into the 120-day challenge together. What is the 120-day challenge? I built this program to help you get your shit together. Number one, into the quantum financial system. Number two is mentally build a foundation to help you build generational wealth. Subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation, nutrition, how to build a plan for your life. Also, we have our Crypto Academy. What is it? How to do it, and an example. 6 calls per week with our leadership team, crypto teams. We are here to support you as we navigate through these difficult times and what I believe is the greatest time in human history. So if you want to click the link down below, description, you will see and be able to look and see exactly what we offer there. So don't wait. We're launching January 3rd all together. All right. So let's check this out, Warriors. So this is really interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you from one end of the spectrum to the other. Okay. We're first going to talk about the younger population, but that is not the population. That is the population that has the crypto market very, very thin. And that's why it can be manipulated, and why it's so volatile is you need to understand that it's manipulated by the whales because it's such a thin market. The market is about a $2 trillion market. Compared to the global markets, that is nothing, Warriors. Think about that. They raised the debt ceiling by over $2 trillion. As much as the cryptocurrency market. So when a whale moves their cryptocurrency, it shakes the whole market. That's why you see 30% dips, 30% appreciation. And that's why you always need to have an exit plan. We also have that in our Crypto Academy. You need to have a game plan. Be a long-term fundamental crypto investor in fundamental cryptos that are going to change the world. Set it, forget it, and you're going to do great, Warriors. Also, we will teach you as we continue to grow how we're building generational wealth. Okay, so check this out. More businesses offer to pay in cryptocurrency in a bid to lure more younger workers. So Stephen Garrett's a senior at Clements University in South Carolina, has part-time gig with the startup. He gets paid in cryptocurrency. Why not take the chance and the opportunity to strike it rich, get some money out of it? Garrett says he spends about 8 to 10 hours a week at Xrparmy, persuading people to download the sports app on their phones and gets paid to download. He says he probably earns about the same or more in crypto and what he would have in cash, thanks to the price appreciation. But given the large fluctuation in crypto, he is not certain. I probably check it 3 times a week. Whoever this dude is genius. Yes, or Stephen Garrett, shout out to you, dude. You are freaking genius. Set it and forget it. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Picked up a side gig, asked to be paid in cryptocurrency. Genius. Whatever this company is, you guys are juggernauts, okay? Millennium millionaires plan to add more of the crypto in 2022, CNBC Millionaire Surveys finds. Most millennial millionaires have the bulk of their wealth in crypto, and they're planning to add more in 2022. Despite the recent price declines, according to CNBC monthly survey, fully 83% of millennial millionaires own cryptocurrency, according to the survey. The crypto holdings of millennial millionaires stand in stark contrast to the older generation of millionaires and could create a new dilemma for wealth management firms in how they work their clients. There is no dilemma happening, Warriors. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to show you and tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you, your banks are going to be allowing you to buy and sell cryptocurrency. They are going to custody your cryptocurrency. Your financial advisor, who is certified by the government to give you government certified products, think about that for just a moment, let that sink in, is going to start to transition, just like when they told you cryptocurrency is a fraud. Every financial advisor that tried to sell you cryptocurrency is a fraud and sold you the products and services that give them the highest amount of commission. Think about that. Why do you think they drive the nice cars and big houses? Not because they're not selling you the right products, because they're selling you the ones that give them the most commission. I'm not saying that financial advisors are bad. I'm just saying that if you're a financial advisor for a company, are you not going to sell the products and services that give you the highest amount of commission? Money drives people. Money drives people to do things that maybe are not in the best interest of their clients. I'll stop there. Okay. So let's talk about this. Here's the biggest thing you need to understand. Here's why you need to hold strong. Here's why you need to get a second just over broke right now. Drive Uber, do something to invest in a very speculative asset that can completely change your financial future. By going hard with a just over broke, maybe second job or something like that, you could change your whole financial. Here's why. Boomers, the next to adopt crypto, $1 trillion will flow into Bitcoin over the next year, says Novogratz. Okay, Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz has predicted that as much as $1 trillion will flow into Bitcoin over the next year as wealthy boomers get into cryptocurrency. The example of Morgan Stanley, he says that more banks will start offering Bitcoin exposure to their customers. 1 trillion would flow into Bitcoin. Novogratz, longstanding Bitcoin bull, founder of Galaxy, talked about the future outlook of Bitcoin last week in an interview with Reuters. He's explained that cryptocurrencies become more mainstream. Wealthy baby boomers will be the next generation in cryptocurrencies. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how they're going to do this. Okay. So, baby boomers' spending habits in 2021. Okay. This is really important to understand words. Baby boomers hold most of the wealth. So baby boomers are regarded as hardworking individuals who value relationships positively above all else. There are 73.4 million baby boomers in the US that are close to already retiring, and I think there's 10,000 a day retiring. Baby boomers were the largest generation group and until the era of the millennials. This makes them the important generation to keep an eye on, thanks to both their sheer size and buying power, whereas there's so much money. Baby boomers' spending power hold 2.6 trillion. Let me repeat that. Baby boomers hold 2.6 trillion in buying power. They're created as one of the wealthiest generations to date and still economically powerful despite their old age. Boomers have had more time to build their wealth in comparison to generations, while some are still in the workforce and making money. Baby boomers have 2.6 trillion in buying power. 64% of boomer women are expected to participate in workforce by 2022. 29% of baby boomers aged 65 to 72 are working or looking for work. Okay. 30% of boomers plan to leave their current job to advance their career. Okay. So if you're a boomer right now and you're going to start to see your banks offer these cryptocurrency products, and I'm going to show you what's happening right now, the predictive program that's happening, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit back and let the millennials become multi-millionaires as you sit back? Now, this is a big subconscious mind programming switch. That's why I teach what I teach in my academy. Okay. In order to change someone's paradigm, there must be predictive, consistent programming on a consistent basis to move the subconscious mind or move the human being. If you can't move the human being, you need to create black swans to get them look one way and then come up with the solution the other way. So you're seeing a multitude of things happening right now. Number one, you're seeing black swan after black swan after black swan to get the sheep to look one way. And as they change the way you do business, the way you transact, the way you do your banking, the way you interact, the way you date, the way you go to church, the other way. So you get used to it because the tragedy allowed you to live a different way. That immediately starts to change your patterns because you have no choice. Okay. But in order to change it without any disruption, there needs to be consistent behaviors to reprogram your subconscious mind. So the baby boomers right now are sitting in an old paradigm. They're sitting in an industrial paradigm that they grew up in. Okay. You go to school, you're indoctrinated, you get your 401k, you get your insurance, you stack up your 401k, which is a scam. You stack up your 401k and you retire with $1 million to live off $50,000 a year. Complete fucking scam. Okay. You work your whole life to be broke. So imagine trying to switch that mindset to saying, well, I could put it in a speculative asset and become a multi-millionaire. When they start to be predictive program, when their financial advisor, who they know, like, and trust, right, who has a government certified certificate by your government, think about that, let that sink in, to sell you products and services that benefit the bank, okay, the bank that they work for, that is taking your money and lending it out, and they're taking it and buying life insurance, not your money. They're doing life insurance policies, and they're not doing what you're doing. Why aren't they selling you BOLI, bank-owned life insurance policies? Why aren't they teaching about products like MPI or insurance products that you can leverage just like a bank? Let that sink in, okay? I'm not here to scare you or freak you out or go against anything. I'm just telling you the system is flawed, and that's why I left banking. Many different reasons why I left banking. One of the biggest ones is it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel right to me that we were a banking organization and we let people walk in there. We didn't teach them financial education. We just opened up a bunch of checking accounts for them, buried them in debt, and sent them on their way. And then when they come on to get their overdraft fees, we didn't provide financial education. All we cared about was getting them to pay their credit card that isn't even our money. And we're making interest income off of that. Do you realize that every single dollar you receive is someone else's debt? This is a Ponzi scheme that we live in. You realize that, right? You live in a Ponzi scheme and you believe it. You're bought into it. You're bought into it. And most people are calling cryptocurrency speculative. It is speculative, excuse me. It's a speculative asset because it's very thin. The market's thin, right? But you're calling cryptocurrency a fraud, or your family's calling cryptocurrency a fraud, but they put their money into a bank where they can lend your money out over and over again. And if all of us ran to the bank, there's my manifestation alarm. I'm going to do it real quick. Thank you for the steps to 1 million a month in income. Thank you for the steps to 1 million a month in income. Thank you for the steps to 1 million a month in income. Hold it for 17 seconds, connecting the heart and mind together and the freedom for every single human being around me. All right, we are back. Practice what you preach. All right, so let's continue on, okay? So I'm going to get off my soapbox. Okay, now look at this. Why is RadioShack resurfacing as a cryptocurrency company? I want you to think about this for just a moment. How many young adults know what RadioShack is? My son doesn't know what RadioShack is. My daughter doesn't know what RadioShack is. I know what RadioShack is. My parents know what RadioShack is. The baby boomers know what RadioShack is. And look what RadioShack's resurfaced as, bringing cryptocurrency to the mainstream. Our mission is to be the first protocol to bridge the gap between mainstream usage of decentralized finance. RadioShack, 100-year-old brand embedded into the global consciousness. They use the predictive programming right here. RadioShack is a 100-year-old brand embedded into the global consciousness, and we are going to lead the way for blockchain tech to reach the mainstream adoption by other large brands, okay? The challenge: there is a real generational gap between the average crypto buyer and the average business decision maker. The solution: RadioShack DeFi will start with swap, okay? What are they going to do? They are going to reach out to CEOs of corporations and teach them how to get into this, Warriors. This is wild. RadioShack, and they put it right here. RadioShack is a 100-year-old brand. Branding is very important. Your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa all know what RadioShack is. My kids have no fucking clue what RadioShack is. Okay? No clue. They're going to tap into embedded global consciousness. I'm teaching you the game, Warriors. Are you hearing me right now? I'm teaching you the game and what predictive programming is. I help you rewire your subconscious mind in my program through my 128 challenge. People don't realize, if I said to you guys, I'm rewiring your brain, you would freak out. But that's what we're doing. It's 120 days to rewire your subconscious mind to understand you are the answer. You have all the answers. We're not trying to tell you how to be. They get this stuff into your global consciousness, Warriors. But RadioShack has the ability to reach those people. So when RadioShack, who you know, like, and trust, that you went to when you were a child and you have a relationship with, tells you that cryptocurrency is good to go, boom, trillions of dollars come flooding into cryptocurrency, Warriors. Whoever is the CEO of RadioShack is a gosh dang genius. This person, I'm investing in this shit, man. You can go on their website. I'm telling you, this guy is a genius, or gal is a genius, whoever it is. You can go in here and you can get, I think you can put your email in here. You can find out what's going on. Genius. Absolutely genius, Warriors. Look at, meet our partners and collaborators for cryptocurrency. Dress Barn. Who just took over that? Ty Lopez took over and took it all online. Steinmart, Linens and Things. Frank Mint, Ralph Russell, Pier 1, Rev, USB Atlantis, the team. Oh, this is the team. Here we go. Oh, the team. Ty Lopez. How funny. He's the one doing this. Holy shit. Did he buy RadioShack? Acquires and operates the large brands like RadioShack. Holy shit. Ty Lopez. They are going to blast this on. He's a social media marketer, Warriors. It's game over. I'm just going to drop the mic. You're going to be the richest human beings in the world's, Warriors. So, I didn't know Ty Lopez bought RadioShack. Fucking genius. That makes sense. Oh my God, Warriors. This is the greatest time in human history. I love you guys. I appreciate you. As we always say, Warriors, Rise! Get your shit together. Let's go.
Well, look at the time. I'll try to keep this brief. After 28 years of peacock logos on much of what I own, it is my choice now to jump without a net into the great unknown, as I do for the first time in my 62 years. My biggest worry is for my country. The truth is, I'm not a liberal or a conservative. I'm an institutionalist. I believe in this place, and in my love of country, I yield to no one. But the darkness on the edge of town has spread to the main roads and highways and neighborhoods. It's now at the local bar and the bowling alley, at the school board and the grocery store, and it must be acknowledged and answered for. Grown men and women who swore an oath to our Constitution, elected by their constituents, possessing the kinds of college degrees I could only dream of, have decided to join the mob and become something they are not, while hoping we somehow forget who they were. They've decided to burn it all down with us inside. That should scare you to no end as much as it scares an aging volunteer fireman. To my